Hi all, my name is Kelan Chandalapudi. Today I'm here to present about the privacy issues in information technology. So before dealing any topic or listening to any topic or learning any topic, we should put three questions to ourselves. That is what, why, and how. So regarding these three questions, how it related to my topic is today's my presentation. So coming to the question what, so what is the major issue of having the privacy issues, or what is the major things what that information technology had led to the privacy issues today? This is majorly responsible because of the tremendous or the exponential growth of the in all the information technology usage, or the whole web usage, or the web apps, mobile apps. So these made, or the use of Google everywhere, or the all the my so these made or created privacy issues on all the locations. So how the companies were creating the trust, or the creating the users, gaining the trust back from the users. So because through this they were collecting almost everything of our data, including our name or data or address, or phone numbers, or even the device unique ID, so the email address. So we are just like our data is going to be collected, and we were not about how they're gonna use it. So this has created a trust issues to the users, according to the on the usage of the on this with the companies. So that made the issue to bring about the privacy issues. So regarding this, um, later I was realized, so why do we need to know the privacy issues? So what are the major things we had to know about the privacy issues? The first thing is like how the about the privacy issues is like how the users I mean how the increase in the user count is affected with these privacy issues. So what are the major websites which are selling our data to the customers, or using using our data, or collecting our data? So, and what are the methods they use to collect this data? So all these are my major research questions, or my questions what like why do uh, the privacy issues or data privacy became a major problem in the global technology. So, and these all questions are explained in my next thing is about the literature review, or you can say like how do we uh, they are handling, or so there are many government rules or the laws which are tremendously and numerously regulating the or formulating the rules. So one among the major thing recently was which was happened is the California Consumer Privacy Act, which affected almost all the global companies, so this act is not only affected local US, it also even affected the whole European countries. So the drop, I have know about the Dropbox. It is alone spent like a billions of dollars to increase the privacy enhancement to the users, because that became like an uh, a, a compulsory act for the protecting the data privacy for the users. And we can't imagine how much the Google and Microsoft were spending for this all these acts or the rules which were made by the government to protect the data of the users. But these rules had created a lot of trust for the users, and and there were many big analysts has spoken about these policies, and they have created again the user trust, that because of these policies I think the use of our data manipulation was decreased. And coming to the how they collect the data, so there are like three major things I have observed is the qualitative content analysis, and the uh, use and the analytic and information of these analysis, and the sample collections. So these significant factors affected the uh, our data usage, and also the privacy a lot. So so these data collections and had provided a lot of uh, information about what are the stuff where, or what are the stuff the companies are collecting the information. So my findings regarding this is like there are majorly three privacy policies which were created by most of the companies right now to protect the data. So the first one is about the information collection and the sharing of the data collected, and about the information security. So the what type of data we need to be uh, they had to be giving out. So all these uh, policies were done by most of the major companies, including Google, Apple, and Microsoft also. But they have a little bit privacy policies based on their business. But most of the companies used to collect the data is through the utilization of these cookies. So coming to the next, uh, so these findings also made me to investigate more about how the who are the people who access this data, or who. So when the when the or user data was collected by these companies, how do uh, these used for the marketing purpose, or these used for the ad agencies to provide us the ads related to the search which we done. So, and this really created a disturbance to in our daily life, because wherever we search, they are just following us. I mean, we so for example, if we search for in the Safari or in some Google Chrome browser and somewhere about buying something like a desk or something, and you're gonna see when you open your Facebook or Instagram all the ads related to the furniture stuff and this. uh, so this gives you how much our data is being collected, and how badly they were using it for the marketing or for their business enhancements. But since with the new rules and the regulations which were created by the government, uh, and there's a lot of spending from the big giant companies, these are changing, and even our data was protected by ourselves. So this coming to the next question, I mean, this related to the how the Microsoft or the Google are customizing the new products according to protecting the data privacies. So especially this thing was majorly happened with the help of a GDPR Act, which was helping the privacies or improving the privacy policies to protect the user data. So the discussions. So the privacy policy implemented by the IT industry are customized by the trailer the services, and though the privacy policies and the organizations and the users are having a lot of vulnerabilities and the aspect of information of the collections, but still uh, there is a lot of enhancements which were required to protect the data. And the graph which is next to it shows you how the data collections and the varies has been happened, and their business impact and the growth of the data uh, leakage is also showing in this graph. Conclusion. So regarding the whole presentation, or regarding the whole privacy policies about the stuff, um, organizations has to collect and utilize and share with other parties uh, about the user data before they have to inform what are the data type of data they are giving, or they are collecting, or they're gathering, or they're going to sell the data, because this affects every user. So but the privacy policies or the privacy violations helps the users to not to lose the trust on the, at least on the big giant companies, because there are many websites which doesn't even have a valid address, and though so it just the privacy policy doesn't mean they're gonna um, work with their norms. But at least the giant companies or the big companies which where most of the users hit that website every day should be have to care of the privacy violations and take caring of the users data. So I can see that there was a lot of enhancements done by these giant companies, including the Google, Microsoft, and Apple, and the security protocols employed by them to furnish the data security was a major thing. So hope in the future we don't face any kind of issues like, or any type of these privacy policies, privacy issues. And to reduce the users concerns, because this is creating a lot of trust issues in the users or the customers which are using the daily of these information websites or anything. So uh, and hope these data privacy policies helps not only helps to the users trust and their concerns, and also improves the business of these companies. Speakers, thank you guys. Let me know if you have any questions. You can just post in my comment section. Thank you. Have a good day.